You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Elisa, alongside my fellow classmate of 2012, Connor Lilly. What a jam-packed day of announcements this will be. First, you'll hear today's news and sports. Then Drew has this week's Athlete of the Week. And finally, you hear from Dr. Turner and Officer O'Malley, who are both live in our studios to talk about prom.
Here's a big deadline to be aware of. Internship and independent study online application are due today. An online application can be found on the school's homepage.
If you have signed up for internship and or independent study, yet do not submit an application, you will not be considered for either of these programs. For more information, see Ms. Brubaker or Ms. Lepschitz in the College and Career Center.
The Music Resource Center is offering all kinds of things for students to participate in. If you are interested, see Mr. Glover in the library.
Prom tickets are on sale in the cafeteria today. They're $10 each, and you must buy them by today because they will not be sold at the door.
That's all there is for school news. Lauren is up next with sports. Stay tuned.
So it's time to leave you a preview so you too can review what we do. 20 years in this business, how you sell soul, gee whiz. People bear witness. Thank you for letting us be ourselves. So don't mind me if I repeat myself. These simple rhymes be good for your health. To keep them crime rhymes on the shelf. Live love life like you just don't care. 5,000 leaders never scared. Rain the noise is the moment they feared. Get up, still a beautiful idea.
For sports at Monticello last night, the girls lacrosse team fell to the Patriots by a score of 16-9. The boys lacrosse team lost to Albemarle as well. In Crozet against the Warriors, the baseball team came up 5 runs short of a win. On a positive note, though, the girls soccer team knocked off the Warriors with a score of 2-1, and the softball defeated Western 8-5. Tonight, the boys tennis teams will host Liberty right here on the PVCC courts in a 6 o'clock match. That's all there is for scores and updates. Drew is up next with this week's Athlete of the Week. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to this week's edition of Athlete of the Week. Today I'm joined on the set by Charlotte Devine. Charlotte is a standout on the softball field here at Monticello. How's the team looking right now?
It's a really great team. We have 5 really strong seniors to lead us, and I think we're having a really good beginning of our season.
Nice. So why don't you tell us a little bit about postseason? What will it be this year?
We're hoping to go as far as possible. We've had a really good record so far. We've really improved since the beginning of the season, and we hope to continue improving.
Thanks so much, Charlotte. Well, you are about to hear from Dr. Turner. Pay attention.
Good morning, staff and students. This is Dr. Turner. I'd like to share a few thoughts about tomorrow evening. As you all know, tomorrow is prom. It's one of the biggest events that occurs in high schools around the country, and we're fortunate to actually have ours will take place tomorrow. When you're going to the prom, when you're thinking about the process for tomorrow, I want you to keep in mind that once you get to the prom, we cannot have any students go in and out. There will be no re-entries. One of the main reasons for that is I found out that there are several schools who will be on the mall or in the downtown mall area tomorrow for prom, and it can be somewhat confusing. We could lose students. We could not know where they're supposed to be. So we expect that once you come into the Monticello High School prom, that's where you're going to stay. If you leave, you have obviously planned to leave our prom and go on with the rest of your night. So please do not enter the prom until you are ready. Please do not show up and walk around the mall. But when you show up on the downtown mall, you need to come to our prom and stay there for the duration of the event. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about, as you are planning and getting ready, I want to talk about safety. It's very important tomorrow that, one, you should park in the Water Street garage. Bring your ticket to the ice park, and the administration at the ice park will give you 2 hours of free parking. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're going to need to have money to pay for the remainder of your parking fee. But in my opinion, I think that's the best option for parking. I do not want you to park in a place where your car could get towed, because you're talking about maybe $90 to $100 to get your car out of the pound. So it would be much better to have 2 hours of free parking and then maybe have $10 or $15 to pay for the remaining of the cost. If you're not driving and you're going to be dropped off and picked up, then you need to be dropped off or picked up at the Artful Lodger, which is close to the actual event, to the ice park, at 7:30, well, at 8 o'clock, and then at 11:30 for the pickup for after the event. Also, with this being a huge event and an opportunity for many of you all to enjoy your friends, I want you to keep in mind that that this is not a time to do anything that's risky. I do not want any of the students experimenting with alcohol or drugs, because you're going to be driving your date, you're going to be driving your friends, and this is supposed to be a happy time, a fun time, and if you do anything that's risky or unsafe, it could turn this night into a definite nightmare for you, for your friends, for your family. So what I want you to do is to have fun. I want you to be safe, and I want you to remember this night for the rest of your life in a positive way. Also, I shared this with all of my seniors in the senior meeting, and some of you all, this may be redundant, but not only are we, am I concerned with making sure that you don't experiment with alcohol or drugs before you come to the prom, but when you're driving and you have your friends and loved ones in the car, make sure you're not texting. I actually gave out some numbers when I met with the seniors. Around 90 texts a day happen or occur between young people. That's about 5,000 text messages a month, and that's unsafe. I'm sure that many of you all have seen some of the reports and what happens when people are driving and texting. Around 51% of our young ladies text versus around 38% of our young men. So I know that's a part of your culture. I know that's a part of what you do. But I want you to keep in mind that on Saturday night, you're going to be in the company of your friends and possibly transporting them to and from the prom, maybe to a restaurant. Please be mindful that you need to be safe. And that's going to do it for me. I look forward to seeing you all at the prom. We will be in the city. I do want to say this, because we're in the city of Charlottesville, obviously we have to be mindful that that's the city police department. So I do not want any of you all to get in trouble. Officer O'Malley is going to be there at the event, but if anything occurs outside in the community, then unfortunately you would have to deal with the Charlottesville Police Department, and I don't want that to happen. So please keep in mind This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be an event that you remember for the rest of your lives. And let's make this prom, 2012, the best prom ever. Thank you and have a great Friday.
Check us out on Twitter at MHS_TV.